You know who's going to be the saddest person on the planet when Kotaku finally goes away? Me. They have provided me with endless amounts of content, and I can't thank them enough for the amount of growth my channel has had just by covering their debauchery on almost a daily basis of how pathetic this corporation has become. And apparently, it's not limited to the United States. Kotaku is a worldwide organization, with Kotaku Australia now making the news today, with a new soy boy in town by the name of David Smith, and trying his best to push a woke narrative forward because it's all he knows. And this is so beyond ridiculous that I just had to talk about it. Hit that subscribe, give me a like, and check out smashjt.com for the full article breaking down the latest Kotaku travesty. Shout out to Old Man Grim for the heads up on this story. There's a guy at Kotaku Australia by the name of David Smith who is the managing editor there, and I didn't even know who this guy was, never heard of him before. I got tagged in this post today, wanted to do a little research, and of course, I'm proactively blocked by them, because here's the thing. They know that if I find out what they're doing, they're gonna get embarrassed. The dying quote-unquote gaming fake journalism site known as Kotaku is back in the news again. They've long been a source of controversy within gaming, and somehow they're still alive and kicking. And whether you're engaging with Kotaku in the United States or their Australian counterpart, Kotaku AU, the similarities in their editorial stances and responses to gaming culture are striking, to say the least. And from my basic research on this, because I don't really dive into Kotaku Australia very much, I begrudgingly look at the Kotaku US one to see how they're embarrassing themselves. So no, I'm not too familiar with them until this story. So I dive into Kotaku Australia and I look at their YouTube channel because it's linked to their page, and it's the same story with the Kotaku Australia as it is with Kotaku US. Their YouTube channels are getting like 80 views on their videos. This is a major conglomerate video game website out there, and they barely can crack 100 views on their channel. And many of those videos have David in them for a podcast. And I don't know what else to say except for, if people don't care about what you have to say, it's probably because what you're saying isn't providing any insight to people that they care about hearing. But regardless of that, what happened with this situation with David and Kotaku Australia? Twitch streamer Taylor Morgan went on Twitter to announce that she was very frustrated at how Riot Games and Riot support were not doing their job when it comes to policing the game community, because apparently it's now the responsibility of game companies to ensure your safety when it comes to mean words. Okay, I think we've gone a little too far in society, and we need to take a giant step back. First off, here's the video for you guys to see for yourself.
I literally just fucking all talk, bro.
Oh, be honest with me.
My ult's ready.
Do you know what rape feels like?
No, I don't actually.
Well, do you want to know?
Are you saying you're gonna rape me?
Because you're heading on the right path right now.
Are you saying you're gonna rape me?
You're going on the right path for it.
Is that what you're saying?
Toxins going up.
It's not rape if I like it. Is it now?
No one walks away.
Hectic goal.
I've watched that video a few times, and honestly, it is not good. I honestly don't want to condone what is said in it. I don't think that the person that was talking to her was in the right by any stretch of the imagination. I want to be clear about that. But at the same time, Taylor also eggs him on and is trying to create a victim circumstance. The video itself proves that.
No, I don't actually. Are you saying you're gonna rape me? Are you saying you're gonna rape me?
Is it now?
I can't feel bad for someone that takes these kind of actions after they hear some mean words in an online video game, because here's the thing. Since we've had microphones on Halo, and as far back as it's gone even before then with some games, this kind of thing has always existed. No matter how much video game companies try to implement change and fix it and protect people from mean words, it's always gonna be there. But you know what you can do if you don't like what someone is saying to you? Mute them. That's always an option. And I already hear people in the comment replies trying to protect her and save her and rationalize this, saying, yeah, but if you just mute that guy, it just enables him and encourages him to go do it to someone else. And then they have to mute him, and then he goes to someone else. He's always going to be like that, and we need to change this. Look, you can't change everybody. You can't make people walk and talk and think and be the same way you are. Everyone is their own individual person. And the best way to combat that is to fight it by muting them. An existing property available in the game already that you are not taking advantage of for the sole purpose of making a victim of yourself. Taylor says, I have never made a more desperate plea than what I am about to say right now. Riot Games, Riot Support, I need you guys to effing do something. I am an incredibly strong person, and I have been streaming for a very, very long time, but absolutely nothing prepares you for someone saying this to you. The suspensions are not enough. Nothing will ever stop these men from acting this way until hardware bans go into play. They should never be able to play the game again. I know you hear us. I know you see us. If this goes unpunished, I am taking this as an active act from you that you do not give a single F about any of the women and minorities that play your game. Don't know what minorities have to do with this situation, but okay. And I will rally to boycott. This is just absolutely not on. Taylor goes on to say, watch me catch a suspension for leaving the game and having this guy cop a 72-hour ban. And follow that up with the post, don't worry guys, I got a penalty for leaving. Thanks for making the game a better place, I guess. And shows a screenshot of her AFK offense penalty administered by leaving the game early, by screwing your team over. This is the penalty you get for doing that instead of taking the proper action of muting the person that was causing strife in your life because you were egging him on, trying to get him to say something, by the way. Let's be really clear about that. Again, I'm not excusing the actions of this person, but it takes two to tango when it comes to this kind of situation. There is no accountability whatsoever by Taylor Morgan in this situation. But of course, we've seen this a million times. Whatever, it doesn't need to get pushed out there and noticed because there are crazy people all over this world and they try to make victims of themselves everywhere. It's not going to get amplified and pushed out there by a Kotaku writer, is it? You already know where this is going. David Smith on Twitter said, ban guys like this for life. I don't give a shit. Hardware ban them and ban them for life. Men have to start speaking up when they hear this shit in-game, or nothing will ever improve. Lead by example. Oh, what a tough guy you are, David, by trying to set the record straight and telling all those guys out there not to say mean words in their online gaming experiences because, yeah, that'll teach them. Just like, I don't know, Biden trying to tell a grocery store to keep their prices down because the economy. Like, that's not how this works. You can't tell people how to act. You can't control people. Stop trying to do that. Of course, that goes right in the face of Kotaku's narrative of a woke agenda when they're trying to make everyone think, talk, and be the same exact way. No, we can't have other people saying mean words to people because it could offend us in our safe spaces and, oh, the whole world's gonna come crashing down on us because I'm so emotionally drained. This game is hurting me so much. I can't take it anymore. Turn your game off. Go touch some grass. Holy shit. How dumb are you where you have to create a victim of yourself here, trying to get attention, and then here we have Kotaku amplifying the message, pushing it out there, and agreeing with the stance, instead of taking a stand being like, no, the reality is here, you handled the situation completely poorly. From Jump Street, you were egging the guy on, trying to get him to go further, trying to get him to say things, to get him in trouble, by the way, not excusing him, but it's what you were doing, and because you were doing that, he said some things, and then you were like, okay, right there, that's my cue to now make a scene. Now I'm going to quit out, force quit, leave everything and cancel this game and shut my computer off while I'm on a live stream to get everyone to notice me. Hey everyone, I'm making a situation here, I'm making a scene, and then to go cry about it on Twitter for everyone to see. And of course, we have media outlets like Kotaku amplifying and pushing this woke narrative. The situation of the Valorant player and Kotaku's coverage highlights a significant trend: the prioritization of victim narratives over practical solutions. While the harassment this player experienced is undeniably unacceptable, the call for hardware bans and permanent life bans is a drastic measure that raises numerous ethical and logistical questions. How would you even enforce this? What kind of false reports and abuses of the systems would happen? And most importantly, how would this kind of thing impact the broadened gaming community at large? None of these things are even considered. These are the one-track mind, one-way street, everything has to be this way, and then the world, if everyone just agrees, if everyone just takes the shot, if everything just happens the same way, then everyone will be happy. That's the mindset that these people have. Rather than Kotaku advocating for extremist punishments, we should be emphasizing the obvious tools that are already and forever been available to players. Features like muting and reporting, designed to give players control over their gaming experience to address toxic behavior without escalating to draconian measures. Encouraging players to use these tools effectively can foster a more positive environment without resorting to heavy-handed approaches Kotaku Australia and its editors seem to be favoring. Part of the larger agenda of Kotaku at large. So of course, David Smith already had me proactively blocked. He's the same type of soy boy cuck that would do this kind of thing. Take these drastic measures in protecting someone at all costs, no matter the consequences and the severity of the actions. He just wants to see someone saved, destroying the rest of the world because of it. And this draconian measure created by Kotaku Australia that they're pushing is not something that the gaming community at large should be accepting. And on that note, as I've been preaching in my past few videos, End Kotaku and my petition on change.org has already surpassed 3,500 signatures, and it seems to be picking up speed with every day because gamers are tired of this shit. We really are. And the more people that come together and sign this, the more emphasis we can put on the gaming community at large. We're not putting up with this BS that you keep spewing, no matter how much you try to shove it down our throats. And with that being said, I will link that change.org petition in the description below. If you haven't signed it already, I highly encourage you to check it out. And also, if you want to read the article going along with this video and all the information, sources, and links, check out the article from smashjt.com. I will link it in the description below. Thank you guys so much for watching, and as always, you stay smashing.
No, I don't actually.
Well, do you want to know?
Are you saying you're gonna rape me? Are you saying you're gonna rape me?
Smash JT. Smash JT. Smash JT. Smash JT. Smash JT.